Okay, I know I'm super, super late on this, and you all have probably heard about this, but this is the final arc of the JJK, which makes sense because with everything that's going on, it makes sense that this is the final arc of JJK, since after this, there's really nowhere else the show can go. So it checks out, and we also have some other things to talk about surrounding JJK because yeah, with this little uh, uh, panel that JJK had a while ago, they explained a lot of things. So I wonder if I can use this as a thing. I hope I can, but yeah. So you know, JJK's ending. Probably not soon, but it's ending. You know, Jojo fan who kept fighting for 29 years after 236. Oh, that's funny. Hey, by the way, something cool that I didn't know until like earlier today. Spoilers for Hunter x Hunter, but you remember the panel to where Suguna took over Megami's body and Yuji looked a certain way? Well, this was a reference to Hunter x Hunter, which did not know that since, you know, the faces look oddly familiar. God, I love Hunter x Hunter. Like I said, if you guys have never seen Hunter x Hunter, you guys should definitely watch it. It's really good. I promise it's really good. By the way, last week's chapter, really good. Really good. And then, thinking about it though, because I keep on seeing this about, like, Megami being the protagonist. Could you imagine how different the story would be if Megami was the protagonist instead of, you know, him being, what do people call, there's a saying for what Megami is, the D-tagonist or whatever. I just think it would be crazy if we lived in a world to where Megami was the main character instead of Yuji. Okay, well, you know what? we'll start with this. I might be able to find this here, but essentially what this is saying is Gojo is dead. Okay? He's gone. Sadly. So, bro, Gege is such an asshole, man. He's such a dick. I was psyched to draw a portrait of the deceased Gojo. You are so mean. You made the character. I don't know why you hate you made the character. You can't be getting mad. You can't be getting mad at people for the character. What? It's not our fault that Gojo became so popular. You made the character. You should have known the second you drew Gojo. You should have known what you were getting yourself into when you made him. You should have known. But I always think I'll have to draw it so it's cool. For Gojo's colors, I end up putting pressure on myself, but I can relax. With illustration requests, which in a lot of good art, this is translated, so this is probably not. This is Gojo lost. I drew. Okay, yeah. It's Gojo's dead. R.I.P. But you know, Yuta's controlling his body, so you know he's doing what he has to do. In G0, in the main series, he was in for a while. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know, you know, in JJK 0, Yuta was the main character. Ooh. If that's the volume code for 27, I am amped. Ooh. All right, you know what? I can't find it. So you know what? We're just gonna do it this way. So Nobara's also dead too. Like it's been confirmed. I can't find the tweet anymore, but Nobara's also dead. So you know, us Nobara fans can officially give it up since Gege basically confirmed that Nobara was written off in Shibuya. So essentially, because in one of these things, I can't find it, but in one of these things, I think like a question was asked about like, you know, oh, when you wrote Shibuya, did you have any plans to kill off characters? And Gege said, you know, I plan to kill off Nanami and Nobara. So it's confirmed essentially. It just sucks that I wish we would have gotten confirmation in the manga, because we still don't know if you don't read this stuff. but because in the manga, the way it ended, I mean, obviously, if you read the manga, you know, but the way it was Nobara got hit by Mahito's technique. Her face got blown off, and I don't remember his name, but someone grabbed Nobara and was like, "All right, Yuji, look, listen, you know, there's a 0.1% chance that she might be alive," and that's how it ended. And there were kind of like little hints about Nobara, about like when Yuta quote unquote killed Yuji, and then Megumi was there, and Yuji was like, "Oh hey, how's Nobara?" And Megumi like looked the other way, and Yuji was like, I get it." So there were signs, but I just wish there was confirmation that we saw like her die instead of it being like there's a possibility that she could still be alive. But essentially, it's confirmed that she did die. Unfortunately, I would have loved for Nobara to come back because she could have did something. She could have like gotten like potential or something, but no. In the end, she died. So yeah, it sucks because once again, I was a really big fan of Nobara. I was a fan of the big three. No Kendrick. I was a big fan of all of them. I liked Yuji, Megumi, and Nobara, but you know, unfortunately, one of them is probably only going to be alive at the end of the series. Or, you know, maybe none of them live. Maybe Megumi and Yuji both die. Who knows? Who knows? This is Gege we're talking about, so it would not surprise me if that's how the story ends. But I just mainly wanted to just talk about the arc that we're in right now being the final one. Which, like I said, a lot of people probably knew about that since it was gearing up like that. Since if this was the final arc, I don't think Gojo would have died. I think it would have been someone else, but not Gojo and everyone else who died. So yeah, I guess I don't think JJK is ending this year. It'll probably end like late next year or early next year. But yeah, we are in the final stretch. Not really the final stretch, but we're in the final arc of JJK. And I'm not gonna lie. I predict that a lot of people in here are going to die. Because, I mean, Chozo's already dead, R.I.P. Hagoromo's already dead, R.I.P. So we don't know if Kasagabe's alive. Yuta is probably... I hate to say this, but I do think Yuta will die. I think he will. I can just see it happening. So it might only be these three who are alive at the end of the series, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, don't claim a character as your favorite because Gege will kill them off. So yeah, man, I love Mei. Yeah.